'Cause the boys are back in town. 'Cause when the boys are back, it ain't no messing around. 'Cause the boys are back in town. When the boys are back, there ain't no messing around. The boys are back in town. That is right. I was never gone, never dead. They just don't send you notifications anymore. Which is sad. I have to get on them about that. So much we have to do. And so little time. Well, anyway, let's get to why we're here. Now, 48 Hours, Eddie Murphy's iconic film that came out, which launched his career, also had a sequel that came out that everyone saw called Another 48 Hours. Then a script was created starring Michael Rapaport, who you know from social media fame now. Hey, yo, Donald Trump. There was a third film called 72 Hours. That was the script. And for the first time ever, you're going to hear what the script detailed. And the movie actually came out, and you guys didn't even notice it. Well, 72 Hours started off with the murder of Jack Cates. That's right, Jack Cates, the police officer on the force, was murdered. And his son, who is a hostage negotiator, sorry about that. His son, who was a hostage negotiator, played by Michael Rapaport, was going to find out who killed his father. And he had to get the help of the only guy who knew the city well enough to help him out. Who better than the guy who knew his father the most? Reggie Hammond. So Reggie Hammond wanted to find out who killed his friend Jack Cates too. So he's helping out the son, who was a hostage negotiator. Jack Cates had never told him he had a son. That's because his father and son was not in contact with one another. His girlfriend moved away, had a son, and now he's a hostage negotiator but is wet behind the ears. And Reggie Hammond's a criminal and could help him out in his investigation. This was the script. Eddie Murphy, for some reason, I don't know if Paramount didn't want to get behind it or what happened. The script did not work out, and it did not happen. They did rewrite after rewrite after rewrite. They couldn't get Nick Nolte to come back to die in the character role. So the hostage negotiator film became Eddie Murphy being the lead star of the movie as a hostage negotiator. And they called it Metro. Very uninteresting name. As you see, they got the same car from 48 Hours. There it is, the caddy. Cause the boys are back in town. And there they are in the caddy. In Kate's Cadillac. Jack Kate's Cadillac. Going through Chinatown. Michael Rapaport, Eddie Murphy. So, with this being said, they already had the script. They reworked it and just turned it into its own movie instead of making it a trilogy to another 48 Hours. But they kept parts and elements in the script from the 72 Hours movie, the trilogy to 48 Hours. As you see the car from 48 Hours. And you see the partner who looked like Jack Cates, who was the son of, supposed to be the son of Jack Cates, played by Michael Rapaport. I think the movie would have been more successful if you call it 72 Hours. Because the boys are back in town. Because the boys are back. There ain't no fooling around. Because the boys are back in town. Because the boys are back in town. Because when the boys are back, there ain't no fooling around. So, many people who saw this film noticed some of the similarities, but they never realized there was a script. And in movies, sometimes it takes years to get developed or even longer. And as you can see from this film, this was just another 48 Hours movie. They didn't even change the vehicle. One. Yep, 72 hours. That was the name of it. But in movies, this happens all the time. Lethal Weapon 3, that script got turned into Die Hard 3. You didn't know that, did you? That's why they had Samuel L. Jackson in the script. He played Danny Glover's role, and they went ahead and changed the whole script around, and Die Hard 3 was the original script for Lethal Weapon 3. It's funny because the other script they used was much better for Die Hard 3. That was like the longest running Die Hard ever, was Die Hard 3. Absolutely. So this was a great movie, by the way. This is one of Eddie Murphy's best movies he's made in a long time. So 72 hours would have definitely been one of his best takes on a film ever.